Hi, Robert Urban here, continuing my story for my peeps, family. Rather than keep a diary or write books or whatever, I'm just going to make some videos. And my story came to me about how um, an experience I had in Würzburg, Germany in the mid 70s. And it had to do, we were at the Würzburg Army Hospital, beautiful city, beautiful old hospital, and we had 22 doctors plus two officers that were really kind of like executive officers. One was the colonel commander, and one was the lieutenant colonel, and I believe, and at that time I was a captain, but I had seniority, so I was sort of third in command among 22 doctors each. They were like specialists, ENT, orthopedic, surgery, and on it goes. And A new doctor came in. A lot of doctors were unhappy because they had been drafted and they'd rather get on with their life, but they owed the Army usually 2 years, and most of them just served their time and moved on. Well, this doctor came in. He was an ENT specialist, came to our command, and as was the custom, somebody shows him around. So I showed this doctor, he's an ENT doctor, and his wife around. And he went to work, and he was certainly very gifted. He was fine in his work and fit within doctors, the other doctors, but he bitched about his time in the Army. Well, a lot of people did that. There was always something, if it got out of hand, you could send him to Vietnam. I mean, I don't know if I could send him to Vietnam, but if you're totally unhappy with where you're at, there's a place called Vietnam where that's an alternative. But I had never really thought about doing that. But anyway, I get this notice from the commander. They came down and said, "What do you think of this? Doctor, his name was Ingber wants to do facelifts and breast augmentations or reductions, plastic surgery." I, uh, and he said he wants to do it on dependent wives. And I said, no. Why? And they said, why not? It's my commander. Why not? And I said, well, first of all, he's not trained. And I said, close your eyes. And first of all, this is not the mission of this hospital to do plastic surgery while he trains himself in something he's not particularly skilled in. But really the reason is, what if you have a complication and someone says, what are we doing plastic surgery on dependent wives in Würzburg, Germany? Well, I think the commander went ahead and with my sort of prompting, I said, I'm not going to be part of it. But I said, if you put up with it, then I want it on record that that I'm not party to this. Well, they called the request into to Heidelberg and the command, and they said, hell no, he's not getting to do that. Well, this doctor became incensed with me that I wouldn't let him practice and learn on patients, because apparently he had a waiting list of people that were eager to get this done. Well, we sort of had a falling out, respected our distances, but we never really came back together. And I had other episodes with him, but I won't get into them later. But I mean, we moved on. But sometimes you just have to stand up and tell somebody you can't do it. It doesn't work in the system. And I was glad I was able to do that. It was the right thing to do, to say no.